YouTube channel. My name is Oluwa Shindara Lagimi, and this is my YouTube channel, Shindara's Voice. Okay, it doesn't bear Shindara's Voice anymore. There's been a rebranding, but then this is my YouTube channel, and on this YouTube channel, I talk about faith, career, relationships, lifestyle, and every other good stuff that I need to talk about. Basically, I just learn and share. And if this is your first time, thank you. Thank you very much for clicking on this video when you saw it. Don't forget to check other videos. And if you're a returning subscriber, I know it's people like you that actually like share my videos, so please keep sharing. Thank you very much. Your reward is in heaven. Yes, your reward is in heaven. It's not me that's going to give you a reward. Your reward is in heaven. But thank you very much. I really appreciate. And please don't forget to leave a comment. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not. Thank you very much. So today I'm going to be delivering you. Yes, I wish I came with anointing oil. I wish I came with anointing oil, but I'm going to be delivering you from the things that they have told you about in Africa. The things that, the mentality that you've had about intimacy, I'm going to be changing it. There are a lot of things that personally, a lot of things I also went with. And see, me, I listened to people, I asked questions, and that person that's from as young as I was, I really wasn't shy about a lot of things. I'm going to ask you out. I'm going to ask you questions. Do you get me? I'm getting married. I'm going to ask you questions. How did you meet your husband? How was your first night? If you're willing to answer, I'm going to ask you. Do you understand? So I wasn't shy about things like this, and I got a lot of first-hand knowledge and all of that before going into marriage. But still, there's some things that you just that they even told you about. You know that this is not how it is, but you cannot just understand what they're telling you. I don't know how to explain it, but like someone has told you that, oh, this is how this thing is, but you can't explain, you can't understand how it is when you experience it. Do you understand? So I'm going to be talking about some untold truths about intimacy, sex. I really don't want to use the word sex because of YouTube restrictions and all of that, but as much I might get carried away, even I like to talk with passion. I might get carried away, but then just in case we're using the word intimacy, just know that's what I mean. Actually, for people who have been celibate, or people who are actually going to be like experiencing it for the first time, you could have had intimacy with other people in the past and all of that. But if this is going to be your first time, or your first time together, or maybe your partner is experiencing and this is your first time alone, you might want to watch this video also. And if you're getting married soon, please try to watch this video, and also try to keep yourself with other materials. Don't just sit down with just the video and posting it alone. Also read and understand things and discuss with your partner. It's very important. Discuss with your partner. And let me firstly start by saying that movies scammed us. Yes, they've made a lot of, there's a lot of ideologies we have in our head about some certain things because of how we've frequently seen it in movies. Do you know a lot of things that are really not like that, but then the way it's been painted, I'm not shaming, I'm not saying anything bad to the people that have produced the movie. That's also the understanding they had. But like we have unconsciously swallowed those kind of mentalities, and we think that that's how it's been done. Let me not talk too much. Let me just go straight. Let me jump into the video. Now, if you think that you're not a fanatic of sexual education and you really don't like these kind of conversations, yes, thank you for getting to this point. You can now leave. If you're 18, if you're less than 18, thank you very much. You can now leave. But then this video is actually for people that are going to be getting married anytime soon. Like, you're going to be getting married in your lifetime, or you just need to have the understanding and the awareness. Yes. So the first thing I'm going to say is there's a lot of things about wedding nights. I don't know who started that wedding night saga, but nothing happens on the wedding night. Yes. Yes, like people sleep. Yes, that's what they do. They sleep. People actually sleep on their wedding night. You're tired. You've danced. You're stressed. Is that what I'm thinking about? Especially when I'm now married to you. So I mean, what? Like, is that we have the whole of our life together, God sparing both of us life. So why am I rushing? Like, a lot of times, and I really think that I would advise that's like the best thing. Just rest, just relax. You have your life together. Do you understand? I don't have to rush, because you know, stress actually reduces performance and all of that. And then how do you explain to somebody that, especially when you've been celibate, you have never been intimate before, and this is going to be your first time? So how do you explain to her that it's because you're stressed, that's why you cannot? Because I mean, do you understand? It's going to reduce performance, especially when you're really stressed. So just sleep, just rest. Let your bones let them be very relaxed, and then you pick up from where you stop on the other days. Some people actually say honeymoon or next days and all of that. I mean, it could even be in the morning, because now you can actually do and go to church in the morning and praise God. and you're not a sinner. Amen. So I mean, it could be in the morning and all of that. It really doesn't have to be that night. So yes, unmarried people, when you're sitting and looking at your friend that just got married, like 11 o'clock, what would she be doing? She's sleeping. Yes, stop it, don't be a bad child, she's sleeping. So yes, that's the first thing. Second thing is, one of the things I also had, like, I think I'll probably be talking from my own experience or from the things I've actually heard people, just telling you some things that are not true, or just debunking some things. Yes. Another thing is, a lot of people actually think that when they finally get intimate, and especially if it's your first time, there's going to be a lot of blood and all of that. And yes, don't say I thought about it with all the knowledge and understanding I had. I still thought that there's going to be a lot of blood stains and all of that. But the truth is, number one, not everybody bleeds. Some people, the hymen has broken during strenuous exercises or strenuous duties and all of that. You might not even be doing strenuous duties, but at some point, yeah, it has just been broken. Do you understand? So you don't necessarily have to see blood. So don't feel bad. Don't feel like maybe you've been disvirgined in your dream. No. But some other times, so for some people that actually see blood, it's not like a very magnificent blood. I thought that it was going to be a pool of blood. Not like a pool, actually, but I thought that it was going to be like a significant kind of blood that I would need to like wash. I mean, I'll not be shy in the morning now. Maybe the place we're going for honeymoon, they will not finally see that, this one just finished having sex, bad child. And I'm now like, I already planned for, I took detergent. Shame on me. I took detergent I packed it when I was packing my wedding box. So that, I mean, if there's a stain, or if the stain is plenty, I'm going to wash their blanket like this, and like I'm going to wash their bed sheet, spread this back for them, and like cover it up, maybe iron that spot. So yes, I came prepared for something like that, but really, it's not always that bad. And some people even think that, yes, I've actually heard someone say that, I mean, there's bleeding and all of that. No, especially if you're not hot and all of that, why are you bleeding? No, it's not like that bad, and you're not hot, and it's not like you start walking with legs apart, or somebody will know that I've done something. I personally, I used to think that, how can I just finish something? I mean, the penis is not so small now. It's something that carry weight, it carry half size. How can you enter into a human being and you're still walking normally? You have destroyed something. Actually, I used to think that, I mean, how can you just stand up and walk like that? But the truth is, you actually stand up and do like nothing actually happened. The next one is, I used to think that, I know a lot of people also think that, I mean, people tell us like that, if there's anything you've heard about intimacy and all of that for the first time. So it was my first time experience also. So if I'm telling you something, just know that I'm talking from first time experience. A lot of people actually think that when they finally get intimate, and I mean, it's very painful. That's like what you hear a lot of times. But the truth is, yes, it is actually painful. Oh, you're expecting me to say no, yes, it is painful. But I think that a lot of people can handle pain differently, and the pain also depends on the way your partner is being gentle and all of that. Bless the soul of my husband, very gentle, sweet human being, like sweet human being. So gentle, and was ready to like take it one step at a time. It was not in a hurry, so it really reduced the pain. And also, ladies, please get lubricants. Please get lubricants. It's going to help you a great deal. I will advise water-based lubricants because it's compatible with latex condoms, and then also it helps to like reduce infections and all of that. Oil-based condoms oil-based lubricants too are not bad, but then I just feel like water-based lubricants are like the best. So don't hear all this Vaseline and all this story. Please just use lubricant and just be on the safe side. And also dwell on foreplays. When you dwell on foreplays a lot, I think for the first few days, but just doing foreplays and all of that, we're not even like going near intimacy and all of that, because we're just trying to like get used to my body. Because the truth is, whether you've involved yourself in intimacy with somebody or not, the fact that you people have been celibate and you are just getting to know yourself, you people are novice to yourself. Because even if he has done like in the past, when he used to be in the world, he has done all the babes in the world, he has not had any intimacy with you, so he doesn't really understand your body. So it's going to be a lot of learning. Do you understand? A lot of learning. So please just better to just like take you one step at a time and just get to know your body. Dwell on foreplay, because it also helps you to get wet, and then also helps easy entrance into the Jerusalem of God. Yes, so also please make sure that you get lubricant. And then yes, it is actually painful, but those things help foreplay, excessive, like a lot of, there's nothing like too much foreplay for a long time. Condoms, maybe if you don't, especially when you don't want to get pregnant, or lubricants. Do you understand? Those things actually help to reduce the pain. Now, talking about pain also, you think that some people also think that the pain leaves after the, I mean, once you've done it, and that's the end. No, it's not just that time. The initial time you're going to be experiencing pain, and it's totally fine. So it's when you now keep experiencing pain like over and over again, then you know that okay, there's something wrong. You need to please see your gynecologist immediately. It's very important that you see your gynecologist immediately. Something might be wrong somewhere, or maybe you're infected or something. Just check. Don't give chances. But for the first few times, you're going to see experience, maybe not pain, but discomfort, and then the pain is supposed to reduce gradually, because I mean it's stretchy. You get something is stretching, so there's going to be a lot of wear and tear. I don't know if I'm using the right word. I'm not a medical practitioner. I'm just talking based on experience. Experience. Hey Jesus, you go here for experience. Well, whatever experience I have, it will save somebody. That I'm sure. So basically, the pain doesn't just go once and for all. Now, another thing that I also always thought about is that it's really going to be awkward. Yes, I actually always talk about the fact that it's going to be awkward. The truth is, yes, it can be awkward, but you cannot. There's some things that you can actually do to make sure that it's not awkward. One of the things you're supposed to do is talk about it, communicate about it, especially when you're going to get married. Now, I'm talking to married people that are going to get married. You're going to get married to the person soon. Communicate. I mean, talk about it over the phone first, so that you start building that. Because the first time I'm talking about it, people are talking physically. You might be shy and might really be awkward between the both of you. So talk about it over the phone firstly. When you have spoken about it, talk about your expectations, talk about your desires. If you've never experienced it before, you most likely will not know the expectation. But just communicate some things that you think you will not do, things that you think you will like, and all of that. Then later you can start talking about it physically also. Make sure that you're not talking about it when you are alone. Because all those talking about it can also arouse your body, and then for people will now go and start another thing that it's not me that told you people to do. But then just talk about it physically. After over the phone, talk about it physically. Get used to your body. Ladies specifically, love your body. You need to love your body, because if you don't love your body, you're going to feel so awkward. You're not going to feel comfortable being intimate with your partner. So you need to love your body. You need to be able to adore your body. Look over the mirror to see. Look how you look. Admire yourself. Love yourself. And that is really going to help a great deal. So try to admire your body. Try to love your body. Try to get used to your body. Get sexy lingeries. It's very important. Not everybody actually dwells on that. But get sexy lingeries. You have to feel sexy. You have to look super hot and all of that. And also another thing I'm going to say is, when you're going to honeymoon in special locations or special destinations, they're going to maybe put scented candles and all those love petals and every other thing. It also helps to make the room romantic and helps you to get in the mood, and also reduce all those awkwardness, because now those places like people are supposed to be in the mood. When there's red petals and people are supposed to be singing praise and worship or praying, you're supposed to be doing something that the Lord assigned when you're married. And also, you can also get romantic playlists. You have to also get you in the mood and also put you in that romantic love mood when nobody's actually feeling awkward and all of that. So those things actually help you to feel better and help you to get better in everything you're doing. Another thing is when you are together and all of that, you need to also understand the fact that you are going to be doing a lot of learning. You don't expect that the first time is going to be the best. Whatever you do, whatever you say that is not perfect, just take it like that. Especially when, just know you that even if you have done with 20 people, or she has done with plenty people, and you are coming together for the first time, there might be some level of learning that will need to be done. Oh, don't touch me here, I don't like this place, or stop what you're doing, or okay, continue this part. Do you understand? There's going to be a lot of learning. If both of you are novices, there's going to be a lot of, where is the oil? Oh no, not here. And you get those kind of things. So don't if you get to find that it's not as you've thought about or have you watched, please don't judge somebody's son or somebody's daughter based on your expectations and your past experiences. Understand that this is you are new, you are just getting to know each other, and this is a bit of learning and unlearning, and try to communicate whatever you desire, and don't fake it. If you don't like something, speak up immediately. all those things that you will see in the movies, that they will not come inside the room, they will not tear their clothes, they will jumping on the bed. It's a lie. You know it's to happen. Well, I don't think so. I don't think it happens. I don't think it happens where people are actually going to like go and have your baths, or maybe people are already sleeping. I mean, so don't think that all those Kama Sutra styles and all that, and then keep it simple, keep it to the what are they calling it? Keep it simple, keep it just with the missionary and all of that. When people can get yourself and you now start doing all the hanging the leg on the ceiling, putting the head on the no, those things. It's not necessary. So for the people that will actually be like, this might be the first time or all of that, another thing that I think will actually help that a lot of people don't talk about is the fact that I think that if you have if you go for massage and all those other things, it helps you also to like release more stressed muscles or tensed muscles and all of that, and it helps you to like perform better. And also because don't be filled with that myth that, oh, it's just men that would get to reach the extreme or get to cloud nine, all of that. No, women can also get to cloud nine. And if you are getting, and if this is your first time and the first night, in fact, I don't know why people keep saying there is really no such thing as wedding night or the night where you actually like have sex and all that. I think that if you are getting married, there's really no need to rush. You can actually take time to like understand yourself, know yourself very much, so you can just dwell on foreplay for a while, then later on you keep going gently. God, my fiance was quite good with me. Like, I mean, it was very gentle, and even though there were days when I feel pain and all of that, when I remember one day was like, I'll buy you ice cream, I'll buy you ice cream. He was like, I'll buy you anything you want. I'm like, okay, it's fine, let's just get past this. So I mean, and I said it's discomfort. But it's a pleasurable kind of pain. You just want to get over it, because it doesn't really have to be that night. That night, if you can't, you continue another day till you can. It took us a while, but we're able to finally achieve it. And when we finally say, glory be to the Father. Yes, and I mean, it just made it really pleasant, because a lot of people run away from this after such a stressful this thing. Another thing is, another one to the fact that a lot of people think that because they've not had penetrative intimacy, they are still virgins. Hello, who is deceiving you? No, who is deceiving you? If they're deceiving you, don't deceive yourself. Stop it! Don't deceive yourself. The fact that if you're doing other things, like you're doing some other intimate things, you are no longer considered as a virgin. Thanks and God bless. So that's not just the only way to get this. I mean, we get people that have not actually experienced like thorough penetrative sex, and then they are pregnant. So how did they get pregnant? Oh, you think because they said sexual intercourse, like that's the only intercourse? Yeah, please stop it. So like, basically, I've just spoken about some untold truths, some things that some expectations that people have in their head that are really not true. The first thing I said was really the wedding night saga is really not true. And people sleep on their wedding night, and if your husband wants to sleep, or if your wife wants to sleep, or your partner wants to sleep, please let them sleep. Don't stress them. It's not food. There's no award for doing it that night. Hello. So please, there's really no such thing as you must be wait. There's no award for doing it that night. In fact, I would advise that you actually just wait till when you're a little bit calm and your muscles are like calm. Do you understand? Before you now like do. Another thing is, yes, it's painful, but it's not like you're going to be screaming down, and there are ways that you can help yourself to not experience so much pain like it's been described, or like, I mean, there are also ways you can just help yourself. Lubricants, dwelling on foreplay and all that, so that you're wet to an extent, and then there's easy entrance into the Jerusalem. Another thing I said was just to put you in the mood and also reduce awkwardness and all of that, because you might get tendencies to totally feel awkward, especially when you are awkward between this is the first time people are going to be seeing each other's nakedness. There's a way that, I mean, it's almost going to be impossible, but if you can be used to the fact that you've communicated this and you can put yourself in some kind of mood, the romantic ambience is already there. It kind of reduces the awkwardness and all of that. Another thing I also said is, I mean, the blood thing. It's not like it's going to be a lot of pull of blood, or you have to walk in with legs apart and people be asking that what happened to you, are you hurt of that? No. Yes, it's going to be painful, but there's going to be blood, but it's not like it's going to hurt you so much. And if you feel hurt here and there, it's just going to heal up. It's just a matter of time. It's going to heal up. Another thing is, I mean, when you when you find, I think it's also important to like stay huddle and just don't stand up and just quickly and wash off and all of that when you're done. It's important for you just first stay huddle, just relax and all of that before going to go and wash. I heard someone say it might even washing off immediately might even increase infections and all of that. I really haven't confirmed that, but just calm down and just wait. So don't think that the first night is always dramatic and all of that. There's going to be a lot of learning and unlearning, a lot of new things that people are doing together, especially if you've never been in that kind of scenario before. Do you understand? So if a lot of things, I mean, cut your husband, ladies especially, cut your husband or your guy, cut them in slack. Do you get? Don't feel like, don't look at how Nollywood has painted it to be that's going to be all dramatic. It doesn't get dramatic. In fact, I tell people that a lot of times you don't leave it to someone, you don't give yourself expectation and expect that this is what this person does. Is that you communicate it to the person or you do it yourself. So if you think that you want to have such lovely ambience and all of that, either you tell your spouse that this is what I want, or you do it yourself so that you don't start thinking, oh, your mate and give me leg in the morning. No. Your mates are doing this, so they are blowing them off and all of that. No. And also, it's not that night, it's not that wedding night that you might get to. In fact, it's not that first time that you do it that you might actually now get to achieve cloud nine and all of that. Don't fake it. If you feel it, let it get expressed. Doesn't mean that the person is not good. Doesn't mean that the person has not learned. Just maybe the person has not figured out where exactly to touch you and just to create those arousal and sensational feelings. And at the end of the day, just try to keep working on it. It's a work in progress. A lot of people will tell you that 9 years after, that's when they're just finding out some things. And I'm not praying that you get to that extent. I mean, you can figure it out in days. It doesn't have to be 9 years after or months after or years after, but at the same time, no pressure. I'm talking to married people, right? Or people that are really planning to get married, or people that are knowing it for the reason of getting married. And so there is no pressure. Just take your time, learn as much as you can learn, and go without having expectations. It's very important. It's very important. That's why I actually did this video, because there were some things I actually like thought in my head, and when I finally saw, I'm like, okay, oh, it did not happen. Yes, I think another thing I was thinking about this when I actually came. So I mean, after my first experience, I actually just felt that, I mean, there's an opening, right? So I felt like I was going to be able to see the opening or feel the opening and all of that. The thing closes up, just the way when you give birth to a child. The child came out through a hole, right? And the hole has closed up. It's not like as if when you're trying to wash up, you know where it used to be express, you just see gallop. I don't know if I'm trying to say, but ladies, I feel like people should understand what I'm trying to say. Everywhere is just going to be free and all of that. So let me know if you also have some myths and all of that you want me to debunk. I probably might come back to do like debunking some myths about sex and all of that for like first timers. Feel free to ask questions, feel free to put contributions. Other people might learn from you. I'm also I'm just 1 month old in married. What do I know? I'm just my ta. It is ta things that I am saying. It's better than people that still heaven, who have not been gotten into the into the world of that. So let me know your comments also if you enjoyed the video. If you want more content that are like deep, I'll be willing to do it. And also if there are other like things that are related to this, maybe if somebody asks me a question that might require that I sit down to do a proper video, so I'll be willing to actually do that. Thank you very much for watching to the end of this video. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, and return tomorrow when there's another video. Thank you very much. Till the next time we see, remain blessed. I love you all. Bye.